Hello again, welcome back to our SC Living deck renovation or remodel or rebuild video, whatever we're calling it. As you can see here, we got wood. Yeah, we went down and picked up some of the wood that we're going to need for the deck rebuild here. We've got our 2x8s that we're going to double up for the beams, so we had to get 8 of those because we're going to have 4 beams. And then we've got our 2x6s. We've got our 16 footers for the 3 lengthways of the deck, and we still have to buy 2 for the longer side, which will be 20 footers, even though I only need them for 18, but they don't sell them for that. They sell them at 20 foot lengths. And then we'll have to figure out how to get them home. And then I've got the 8 footers and the 10 footers, because that's how we're going to be splitting up the deck. We also have pulled out all of the old posts over here. I've refilled in all the old holes that were here from the 100 posts that were in here, and we put in new 9 new posts that are in here right now. I just got done, as you can see, all my wonderful framework here. We've got them all leveled and the same distances that they're supposed to be. Let me go around to the side here so you can see. These are all going to be in line, so the beams are actually going to sit on these 3 posts, and then another one on these 3 posts, and then another one on these 3 posts. So I've got 24 inches from the wall of the house to the center of the first set of beams here. I've got 8 feet here to the second set of beams. This is also going to be the midway point, so the joists are going to actually run across here to a center beam that's going to sit on top of here, so that's going to be a main structural support for the deck. And then it's going to go 10 feet out to the outer edge, but between that and there we've got this post. These posts here are at 12.5 feet from the wall out to this section. And then on the outer part here, I have the original posts that were the actual end of the deck before, which are at like 17.6 or so, something like that. And I'm going to use these because they're already cemented into the ground, and all I need to do is just cut them down to the height that I need, put my top caps, my 4x4 caps on there, and then run the beam down the top of this, and then that'll be my 4th beam. And then of course it'll probably just overhang just under a foot to make the 18 feet that the deck is going to be now. So it's only going to be a little bit longer, but it's still going to be the same width. And as you see here, I left all of these outer boards as well. And what I'm going to do for the outer boards here is I'm going to have the beam, and then on top of the beam is going to sit the 2x6 framework for the rim joists and all of the deck joists that are going to be running across here. And that outer rim joist is actually going to sit on top of these as well as on top of the beams coming out. So the beams are going to support it this way, but then the end board is actually going to be sitting on these here for even more support. So even though it overhangs the beam, it's still going to be supported on this side just like it is on this side. And I'm going to go over here to the water spigot that's on the wall currently, and we are actually going to just eliminate this because it's causing too much trouble with all the extra wood bulging out here to try and remeasure and figure out what we got to do. So for where it is, we're just going to go underneath the mobile and probably cap it off. We thought about just rerunning it down and out so it would have access somewhere else, but we already have access to a lot of places outside. We don't really want it on the deck because we don't want any extra water on the deck, because you can see where all the dirt and stuff got onto the sill here from before, and I had to put in some special flashing now just to protect this later. But our problem is the roof joint up here, or the pitch of the roof. You got this part of the roof here comes down, you get rain coming off of it. Then you've got the angle of the roof up here comes down to this little valley here that comes also from this pitch of the roof, and they all go together and they all just open up right there and drip right on the edge of this door. So if you open up the door more than a foot, the water's getting in, and it just runs, and it flooded this entire area here. And we would always just put our totes there on the ground, and within 10-15 minutes, you know, one of these larger totes, these will fill up with water completely. So we have to eliminate that. So we're going to be actually putting in guttering here with an extended height on it so that it'll catch all the extra runoff, and then we're going to be running the guttering all the way out and then to another rain barrel right around the corner here of the house, so that nothing's blocking our AC stuff. But yeah, we're probably going to cap off the water thing, get rid of that, because it's also just causing all the splashing and stuff, causes all the rust to get on the side of the housing, and we're going to have to, yeah, clean that off there. But it's almost time for us to have the house scrubbed again anyway, and we'll get that done soon. But yeah, there's no concrete yet, but like I said, I got all the new posts in. These were all just leveled, squared and leveled and everything this morning, and I'm about to start mixing up concrete and filling all the posts so that that'll be done, and then they'll be able to sit till tomorrow, and then it comes down to measuring, and that'll be even more fun. I was trying to do it the easy way, but I don't think that this is actually level out to this point here as much as I would hope. I was just going to go drop down the 2x6 and then drop down the 2x8 and then cut them all off, and then make it level from there to here at that height, and then that way I could just put the beam across it. But everything for what was here before was not level exactly, so I've got to fix that. Plus the house to house is not square. It's actually in a little bit. I'd probably say pretty close to, you know, maybe 5-6 inches that it is in. So the only thing it's going to cause is we're going to just cut a few of the deck boards are going to be cut a little bit differently, I think. I'm not going to mess with the framework that I'm going to build on here. I'll just work with the deck boards to make it look right. But that's where we're at right now. Hopefully you like, share, subscribe, comment, come back for the other parts of the video. Unless I threw all this together in one, then you won't even hear this part. But please like, share, subscribe, comment, all that fun stuff. And as always, we will talk to you later.